And we're back at Xack Reacts. Now, I guess you probably want to hear what I thought of E3, so I'll give you my rundown of my opinions and thoughts, and everything I saw and my reactions, of course. So let's get to it. To be honest, I wasn't paying attention to the full event of E3. I didn't watch every single press conference, but I did catch Sony's, a bit of Ubisoft's, and I caught a lot of the trailers and announcements, so I'll give you what I thought and saw of them. And I'll start with Microsoft. Metal Gear Solid 5 looks amazing. That was a great trailer, I will say, and the gameplay looks fascinating. This is a really good start for Metal Gear Solid to get back into the game. Hopefully a finish, to be honest. I think the series has run its course, but this is a fantastic game as it's looking to shape up to be, and I'm looking forward to not getting it on the Xbox One. Yeah, the Xbox One didn't sell me. Not this time, not here. After hearing about the fact that they've removed all the DRM, that's great. That's very good, Microsoft. You're learning, but at the same time, it's a bit late. I don't trust them anymore. And, basically, after such a big fall to start off with, and so little games that I'm actually interested in, and the fact that the PS4 is cheaper, basically that's that. I'm not switching. I can't give an opinion on Dead Rising 3 because the series has never interested me, but I will say what my friends thought. They said the novelty of Dead Rising was all the silliness and the wackiness of the series, and now that they're taking that away for the third game, it's lost the only thing that made it unique. So, it's a bit of a fall for that game. Apart from that, there were a few other games I was really interested in. I heard about Sunset Overdrive by Insomniac, and that's an Insomniac game, alright, but Xbox One exclusive? Really? I mean, really? It's just, it seems quite a 180 for the company to do, and I'm not making any Xbox 180 jokes in case you're wondering. And as for the game itself, Sunset Overdrive, this is not worth getting an Xbox One for, okay? And it's the only game I was remotely interested in. What was that Halo thing? What was... Why would you show this but not say anything about it? It's like a tease, but it's such a bad tease. So, yeah. And that said, there's really nothing else to talk about for the Xbox conference. Now for Ubisoft. Who's looking forward to raving rabbids? Ubisoft, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you're making The Division. Oh, well, that's okay then. Oh boy, time for EA. Star Wars Battlefront 3. Forget it. EA, you're lovely. Oh wait, Mirror's Edge. Oh, cool. Great, can we see... No? Okay, never mind then, but I guess that's something to look forward to. Mirror's Edge and Star Wars Battlefront 3. Wow! And Battlefield 4. Yeah, okay, well, I've not been a big fan of the Battlefield series, but I'll see how this plays out. Sony won E3, enough said, but I'll say more. First there's Infamous Second Son. I'm starting with this because, frankly, it's the game I'm most looking forward to on the PS4 at the moment. Okay, for all you people who are saying, what about Kingdom Hearts 3? Yes, Kingdom Hearts 3, of course, I'm looking forward to it, but at the moment, we haven't seen too much. It was only a little teaser. I'll get onto it in a second, but at the PS4 conference, there was a showing of Infamous Second Son, Killzone Shadowfall, and Drive Club, all three in a row. Or was that Knack? I don't remember. Was it Knack? Knack was interesting. We learned that Knack can talk, which I have mixed feelings about. As for Killzone Shadowfall, it's still Killzone, alright. But Infamous Second Son really showed us something about the game. We actually saw the characters, we heard them talk, we saw some gameplay, and then there was the gameplay demo. Infamous has taken a step up. This is the game I'm waiting to get a PS4 for. So since it's not a launch title, I'm not getting a PS4 at launch. I'll wait, see when it comes out, and that's... Yeah, Infamous Second Son, I'm hyped, okay? A wee side note, there was a trailer for The Last of Us, and I hadn't got it yet, so I was a little apprehensive about watching it, so I didn't watch it until after I played and finished the game. Raise your hand if you'd like me to review The Last of Us. Okay, I can't see you, you're on the other side of it. Just leave a comment. Would you like me to do a review? And if so, would you like me to review The Last of Us? Reviews is something I'm heavily considering, so as a wee side note, I just want to ask, what do you guys think? Should I review games? I'd be interested, it's up to you though. But back to E3, Quantic Dream showed off a very funny video with that old man, and oh gosh, you should see the whole thing. I'll put a link to that whole thing in the description. That was a very funny video. Well done, Quantic Dream. That was just a nice wee refresher, I guess. Not even Ubisoft showed off Assassin's Creed 4 gameplay, but Sony did. We got that on the PS4, and it froze. Awkward. But at the same time, it was very interesting. I don't think it's taking too many risks or new steps, so it's just another sort of showing that the series is going a bit downhill. But at the same time, I don't know, is it really a step up? Is it just Assassin's Creed on the next generation? I'm worried, but at the same time, I'm curious, so I'm going to keep my eye on this game. We also got Square Enix, and you know, Square Enix just stole the show after that huge disappointment at the PlayStation 4 announcement. This was really a breath of fresh air. The Kingdom Hearts 3 announcement and Final Fantasy Versus 13 finally showing off footage, and not only that, but moving on to it being Final Fantasy 15. They basically showed off This is our future, and it's just what you've been waiting for. They gave us what we wanted, so props to Square Enix for that. And they did it all at the PS4 conference. Well done. As for Destiny, we also saw the first gameplay of Destiny at the PS4 announcement and conference, and frankly, it was interesting. I read an article in a magazine that pointed out that it was just shooting and cooperative gameplay that we've seen before. They have a point, Bungie. You need to market this as something new. I don't think we're getting something new from this. It's at the moment we're just seeing some samey stuff, but it does look interesting. It does look like a very good game, and it's Bungie. So they need to really figure out a way to market this game as something special. That's your next step. This was good, but it really should have been better. So well done, but keep it up and step it up. Next to Infamous Second Son, Final Fantasy 15 is the game I'm most looking forward to the next generation for. I mean, this high-paced, action-packed gameplay, and it's just all just like Kingdom Hearts, but with so much more unique aspects to it, cooperating with your allies, using enemies' weapons against them in ways that are just, I want to gush over it. Just look at it. Just look at it. I want to get this game. And as for Kingdom Hearts 3, I already made a quick video discussing kind of what I thought about the game. And if I'm honest, I'm not as overwhelmed with this game as other people are. I saw some responses and people were freaking out and crying when this game was announced. Yeah, okay, look, I think I need to discuss this. Kingdom Hearts 3 is not a game that we have been waiting for that long, okay? It was only really necessary after Dream Drop Distance. Before then, it was sort of a game that people kind of wanted, but for what reason? We've already got these games. They were giving us games on the handheld consoles. You know, people overlooked those games and called them spin-offs. If they paid attention, they weren't. These people who ignored these games and just skipped from Kingdom Hearts 2 to Kingdom Hearts 3 are going to be lost. We got Kingdom Hearts games. We did not need a Kingdom Hearts 3 until recently. And I am looking forward to it. It is going to be a blockbuster. It is probably going to be my favourite game of all time. Probably. Hopefully. We'll see. But basically, it was not necessary to throw up this much hype and excitement and just plain demand for it for this long. So I just think, and I'm going to get killed for this, but I honestly think the Kingdom Hearts 3 announcement is overrated. Yeah, I said it, and I feel ashamed to say it because I am a big die-hard Kingdom Hearts fan, but honestly, this is how I feel. It would help if some members of the Kingdom Hearts fan base weren't so Kingdom Hearts fan basey. All that's left is Nintendo, and the new Mario game, not so interested. The new Sonic game, kind of interested. The new Super Smash Bros. Games, look, one of them is on the Wii U, one of them is on the 3DS. Which version's better? It's easily the Wii U version. So why are they marketing them like this? Why are they making them alongside each other? Why are they releasing them alongside each other? It's just counterproductive because it's just kind of crashing on each other. Who's going to get both versions unless they're extremely die-hard Nintendo fans? I just think if you have a Wii U, then you're going to get the Wii U version. If you don't have a Wii U, then you're going to get the 3DS version, and you're going to feel left out because you're stuck with what is basically the weaker version. The whole outline thing, in order just to make your characters visible, they need thick outlines, and how cartoony it is. I mean, believe me, I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. I've been growing up with Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank. I know what cartoony is. I know how good it is, and I know how good it still is, but this isn't a good kind of cartoony. I don't know how to explain it. All I can really say is I just don't really like the new Smash Brothers strategy, I guess. So in summation, Ubisoft are alright, Microsoft let me down, Nintendo I'm losing interest in, and EA were surprisingly good, and Sony won basically. The PS4 as a console does still look fantastic, but I'm not really, all for it yet. As I have said, I'm not going to get it at launch. I'm going to wait until Infamous Second Son comes out, or at least something more worthwhile comes along. I am a little disappointed when I heard that the PS4 is now going to require payment in order to go online multiplayer, but that won't restrict all access of all online features, so it's not a total loss, and it's disappointing, but I'm okay with it eventually. This is the next step, but I'm not going to rush into the next generation. It looks good, but I will sit back for a wee bit and see how things pan out. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching my video and hearing my opinions, so see you another time then.